I don't know why I like this right now. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back for another video. Okay, well, thank you for coming back for another video. My name's Ajahzi. If you don't know me, hello, welcome, happy to have you here. I don't really know what this video is officially going to be titled. It's going to be something along the lines of a life update slash New Year's resolution slash like 2019 reflection video. I kind of just wanted to hop on here and possibly vent a little bit. I have a lot on my mind and the new year is getting ready to end, obviously, so I figured I should get my thoughts out in a video. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So to start, I figured I should just catch you guys up on my life, because life has changed a lot for me recently, but specifically since I moved to LA. I moved to LA at the end of July, for those of you who don't know. It was the end of July or the end of June? The end of June. Whoa, it was the end of June. I moved to LA in the end of June. June 30th, I believe, actually. And I really am just gonna babble because I'm already babbling. So I moved to LA at the end of June into my own apartment. I mean, I lived in my own apartment in college with roommates, but I feel like this is officially my first apartment. Applied for it with my own credit, paying all my bills. No loans are being taken out because your girl had student debt. But I've been in LA for like 5.5 months now, almost 6 months. I cannot even believe how fast this year flew by. And shit has hit the fan, y'all. No, not really, but like life has changed significantly these past 6 months, and just this past year in general, 2019 was a very transitional, amazing, absolutely necessary year to get my life on track, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I'm headed in the right direction. So to kind of go ahead and start my spiel, which has already started. I've already been talking for 4 minutes and 49 seconds, but I did go through a pretty breakup. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to give it any adjectives. I went through a breakup earlier this year, and I feel like that was a very important change in my life. And and if I go ahead and rewind to now, I've been doing a ton of traveling since about early October. I had Whitney's store out here in LA, which kind of just felt like it was traveling because it was a Gymshark event. And then I had a couple shoots, and then we had the Houston Gymshark pop-up shop and my birthday. And then I'm pretty sure I went to Vegas, and then I went to Mexico, and went to Vegas again, and then went to Vegas again, and then I am headed off to Boston. Tomorrow, actually, I'm leaving for Boston. I've been traveling a lot, and a lot of these trips have been with my new man. Aww. And it's been a great time. This is weird. But all this traveling has resulted in me training probably 10 times in the last 2 months or so. I'm pretty sure I have not been in the gym consistently at all since I'd probably say October. And being that my whole life has revolved around the gym and my nutrition and fitness, because it was a very, very great habit that has changed my life, and it started in college. And yes, we've had our fair share of ups and downs. Our relationship has been a little toxic at some points because I can get very, very obsessive and reliant on the gym. Now I'm at a place where my mood and how I'm feeling about myself isn't a direct relationship with the gym. So I have been very fortunate to have built such a healthy and happy relationship with myself and my body. Obviously, I do wish that I've been in the gym and training and stuff, because I don't like not being in like a strict routine, so traveling can be a little difficult for me, but I've also had some of the best experiences that I've probably had in my life. But I just kind of feel stagnant in relation to my goals, or like complacent. Obviously my goals will always change and adapt, and how I'm executing those goals or what I'm doing to achieve those goals obviously will always change depending on what's going on in my life at the time. And right now it's just not honestly able to be done. I mean, I could wake up in the morning and try to train in hotel gyms and stuff, but I've honestly needed this break from the gym because I've never experienced anything really like this since I started my fitness journey back in like 2015. So it honestly just makes me that much more excited to get on track for the new year. And I'm just really looking forward to starting the new year off with a good routine and back on my gym game, my nutrition game, cooking. I literally haven't been grocery shopping at all. I've been to the grocery store a couple times for maybe 1 or 2 things because I've been home in chunks of 72 hours at the most. So I've been eating out a lot, and I've been under eating for sure. And that brings me to this next point, which I wanted to thank Lifesum for partnering with me on this video, just because they're gonna play a huge role in me achieving my goals in the new year, which I'm over the moon about. I'm really looking forward to 2020. So my camera shut off and I don't even know what I was saying, but the Lifesum app is going to come through for you, girl, because I have issues with like gray areas. Like I'm a very like 0 to 100 kind of person, or 100 to 0, which happened to me. And this also happened at the end of last year. I just feel like the holidays kind of get crazy for everybody, and I allow it to dictate how productive I am in regards to my fitness journey. So in the Lifesum app, I will put the screen recording on the screen now. You can log your food, all your meals, snacks, exercise, water, and I have the premium account, which I definitely think is necessary just because you're able to track your macros, which I feel is personally very important, just because I don't really believe in tracking calories if you're not being conscious of what those calories actually consist of and how your body is going to use them. So I advocate for macro tracking. I haven't tracked since like spring, I'm pretty sure, just because I went apartment hunting and then I was getting ready for my move and I was spending time with family, and honestly, I have been off track, and I'm not a fan of being like very strict with your fitness journey being on track. So I don't want you to take that too literally, but I have been very lenient with my fitness journey since I graduated from college. And I obviously have just adapted to my lifestyle changes, and I moved home for about a year after graduation, moved in with my mom. I was eating out a lot with family and friends and going to the club and partying a little bit because I'm from Vegas, if you don't know. So I was trying to eat healthy at home, but I also wasn't tracking like accurately. I was very, very lenient with my tracking just because I was eating out so often. But I feel like all that time with my friends and family last year was absolutely necessary after 4 years in college and being super strict, and I was coming home from holidays like not eating dessert and trying to track my macros into like eating out and home cooked meals. And I mean, that I don't regret anything, because that's how I got to where I am today, and I'm so grateful for that. But I'm also so grateful that I've found a healthier balance that works for me, and that I don't feel like I am slacking off by not being 110% on track. But like I was saying, I'm a very 0 to 100 kind of person. So if I'm not tracking and not really hitting the gym, then I'm not tracking and not really hitting the gym. So I've been eating out a ton, and I find joy in a lot of fast food. I'm a Chick-fil-A and Chipotle fiend, but I mean, it just makes me that much more excited to start 2020 off right. So back to the Lifesum app. You are able to track everything, like I said, as well as set up different types of plans that are available for your meals, like keto, which I personally do not suggest, or cleaner eating. And then there's even a ton of different food recipes that you can look into. And I think the recipes is such a great option for this app, just because one of the hardest things to do when staying on track is like eating the same clean meals all the time. So actually having recipes at your disposal to be able to try to incorporate into your daily intake, I feel like is such a big help. I am just really looking forward to getting back on my goals, and although I've had the most incredible end to my year, I don't regret these trips for anything in the world. But another thing that has been put on the back burner is my Slim Thick Bulking program, which I was really excited to be releasing for the new year, but it's not ready yet, so I will be getting that out as soon as possible. But I'm not stressing myself out about it, just because it's not necessarily time sensitive, and I just can get really caught up in my head when it comes to social media and my brand and my business. And I was planning on getting out the program by fall, so everybody could bulk into the holidays, because I also wanted to bulk into the holidays. But between my move and just all the traveling and stuff recently, that I have been kind of inactive in regards to social media versus what I'm used to, and how much I personally like posting, just because I love consistency and being on top of, you know, like going from being in routine all the time to having no routine at all. I'll be in Boston for 5 days, I believe, and then I'll be home, or well, here home, and then I'll be here again for maybe a week, and then I'm going back to Vegas again for Christmas. And my life is in shambles, and I'm just not used to not being on my own time, especially because in college, your girl was so strict with her fitness journey. Like, it was school, meal preps, gym, filming, content, studying, work. Like, it was all on track. I was in control of all my own groceries and stuff, versus going home and having all these snacks at home and eating out like every other day, when I literally only did one cheat meal a week every Sunday for probably 2 years in college. I was at the gym like 3 hours a day, getting content and working out. And like I said, I was going home and spending time with family and trying to eat clean when I eat out, and saying no to desserts. And I feel like it at one point did have a negative impact on other aspects of my life, and I'm glad that I was able to build this healthier relationship, like I said. But I am just ready to get back to the grind in 2020 and get out more content for you guys on here, and back to getting more workouts and stuff up on Instagram, finishing my program and getting that released, and tracking my food again and paying attention to my intake. And I'm the kind of person that feels like if I'm not doing it right, then I'm doing it wrong, and there's no, that sounds like it doesn't make sense, but there's like no right way to have a fitness journey. And it's just kind of difficult for me to not have all of my goals align in the same exact way, because this past like year, specifically since I've moved to LA, my nutrition has been a lot more lenient, but my training wasn't changing very much when I first moved here because Mariana and I were hitting goals like every single day. It just doesn't feel right to not be tracking, and I'm very much a numbers girl, and I like structure and I like routine and I like everything to be set in its own ways in regards to organization of my life. Like I'm a very go with the flow person, and in the other aspect, like I don't really stress over things that are out of my control, but I can control my routine and I can control my schedule, and I like it to be structured. And I also invested in a plum paper planner for 2020, but it started in November because I thought that I was gonna get my life together in November, which didn't seem to play out the way I wanted to, but it's separated by times, like it's an hourly planner, and I had to get the full notebook size version just because I want my whole life to be in this planner. And I'm just really committed to getting back on top of my, because I am going to be honest, I'm fed up. I don't do well without structure. I don't do well without routine. I don't regret a single day that I haven't been in my routine, but I'm ready to be back on it. I am just so grateful that I'm able to go through this with you guys, and I have had so many different phases in my journey, from college to moving home to moving to LA, my nutrition, my training, and just my view on my relationship with myself and my relationship with my body and my relationship with gym and nutrition has developed so much. And it's just really cool that I've been able to kind of document this and have you guys along for the ride. And I'm so grateful for your guys' support. Going to end this video here. I really do appreciate you for listening, because I know I talk a lot and it feels good to kind of just get everything off my chest, because in reality, like YouTube not so much, but Instagram is a highlight reel, and I haven't really portrayed this concept that I'm kind of uncomfortable not being in routine and tracking and being on top of my like fitness goals. And I'm glad that I was able to kind of vocalize that to you guys. So thanks for listening to me babble. I'm gonna get ready and finish my laundry from Vegas, pack for Boston, because I got another trip with Faye. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I think I'm actually going to go to Chipotle and get a burrito. So I want to show you guys how I log that into the Lifesum app. All right, your girl just got her burrito. Sorry for the lighting change. The sun's going down. Ah, I hate myself. So here's my burrito. Gonna go ahead and screen record. I haven't been tracking, so this is why everything is empty. At lunch, Chipotle is my life. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm going down the Chipotle line and start with the tortilla. Let's go with the 300 calorie, I'm pretty sure. And then steak. I'm gonna say 3 ounces. Pinto beans. gonna go with another 3 ounces. No, maybe 2 ounces. I don't think the scoop's that big. I'm literally just guessing at this point, so don't hold me to it. Rice, chipotle. Four ounces of the white. Chipotle. I did the steak. Salsa. You really don't need a log salsa just because there's a very low calorie value to it, but for the sake of this video, I did medium and mild. Let's just stick with the 2 ounces. I'd rather overestimate than underestimate. And 1 ounce of cheese is fine. Tortilla, pinto, white rice, double steak, medium, mild, a little sour cream, a little cheese, and lettuce, which isn't gonna have a calorie value either. 5 calories, sure, that's fine. So my burrito comes out to about 988 calories, 49 protein, 115 carb, 37 fat. It is a higher sodium choice, but it is a very well-balanced fast food option for macro purposes. 11 grams of fiber. It is rated a smile, cute little blue smiley face. And that is how you log it. Can't wait to get back to this. Even just logging this one burrito just brought me so much tranquility because I feel so responsible. But I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. I will see you guys next time.